Okay, so we're diving into some seriously murky waters this time. Joker, folie à deux, 200 million bucks riding on this sequel, and it belly flops. Opening weekend, a complete disaster.
Yeah, you'd think a sequel to a billion-dollar hit would be a safe bet, right?
Right. I mean, talk about a fall from grace. This is the Joker we're talking about. But then you look at Warner Bros., right? Aquaman, the color purple, also tanked. Are they cursed?
It's definitely not been their year.
So what went wrong? That's what we're here to unpack.
Yeah.
Was Joker, folie à deux, doomed from day one? Or did it do something weirder?
Buckle up, because the behind-the-scenes drama on this one is next level.
Like Hollywood diva throws a phone kind of drama.
Oh, worse. We're talking director feuds, ignored warnings, budget blowouts, the works.
Okay, lay it on us. What did these articles unearth?
So it's clear Todd Phillips had a very specific vision for this film.
Which, fair enough. The guy made Joker a phenomenon. He's earned some creative leeway, right?
Sure, but we're talking about a DC Comics property here. Joker is their crown jewel. And Phillips, he wanted to distance himself.
You mean besides turning it into a musical?
Well, yeah, there's that. But even early on, he fought to keep the DC Studios logo off the film. Imagine the studio heads seeing that.
Talk about a power move. So he wanted to make his own thing, but with their biggest character. Why even bother with Joker then? Just start fresh.
Exactly. And that tension right there, that's where the problems start. Studios confused, audiences are confused.
And when Hollywood's confused, they get nervous.
Very nervous. The articles go into detail about how Phillips basically went to war with Warner Bros. Execs.
I'm picturing a war room, but with movie posters instead of maps.
Not far off. Refused test screenings, blew past budget limits, insisted on shooting in expensive locations. It's almost like he was daring them to shut him down.
But this is the guy who brought them The Hangover, too. Talk about a high-risk, high-reward director.
And this time, the risk. Well, let's just say the critics eviscerated folie à deux after Venice.
Ouch. And the fans.
D cinema score. That's practically subterranean. Even Morbius did better.
Oof. Okay, so we've got studio drama, audience backlash. This sounds less like a movie and more like a slow-motion car crash.
It gets wilder, trust me. Because now the question becomes, was Phillips just being difficult? Or was this whole thing intentional? Did he achieve what he set out to do, even if it meant alienating everyone?
Okay, so we've got Phillips seemingly battling the studio, marketing that's more chaotic than a Harley Quinn fever dream, and audiences giving it a big thumbs down. But is Folie à Deux actually a bad film? Or just misunderstood?
And that's where things get really interesting. Remember that second article? The one that digs into the themes?
Yeah, less about the drama, more about the message.
Right. It argues that Joker, Folie à Deux, might be intentionally trying to repel its audience, especially fans of the first one.
Wait, seriously? Like, he's messing with us on purpose?
That's the theory. Think about it. Joker was gritty, violent, that whole origin story, right?
Totally. Dark, intense.
This one, it's more of a courtroom drama with musical numbers.
They weren't kidding about the musical thing, seriously.
Oh, it's real. And that's where Folie à Deux takes on a whole other meaning.
Harley Quinn sharing Joker's delusion, right?
Exactly. But the film seems to be saying the audience is part of the Folie à Deux too, caught up in Joker's chaos, just like Harley.
Whoa, meta. So it's not giving the people what they want, it's actively going against it. Why go through all that trouble?
The article suggests it's a commentary on our whole fascination with the Joker, with bad guys in general. Like Phillips is holding up a mirror to the audience going, really? This is who you're rooting for?
So less superhero flick, more like existential crisis about entertainment.
Exactly. It's saying something about art, about morality, about who's responsible when a story takes a dark turn. Is it the creators or the fans who want that darkness?
Okay, that's heavy stuff. And this is where it gets tried to discuss. The ending.
No spoilers, but let's just say, things don't exactly get tied up in a neat bow.
The articles mention something about Grendel, like the Beowulf story.
Yeah. They compare it to that, telling the story from the monster's POV.
So, are we supposed to sympathize with Arthur even after everything?
That's the question. Is Phillips making us empathize, or is he ripping apart that whole sympathetic villain trope? And the ending is the key to figuring that out.
Right, so let's get into it. The ending. No spoilers, but paint us a picture. Arthur, the fans, that final scene. What's the takeaway?
Well, this is where that folie à deux idea, that shared delusion, it comes full circle. The film seems to be saying, be careful what you wish for. You want Joker chaos, there's a price to pay for that.
So not just a funhouse mirror, but a shattered one. Like, you like what you see in the Joker, but then...
It cuts you. Exactly. And that last shot, I've seen the film, and I'm still not sure what it means, but it makes you think, what does this say about U.S., the audience? We're drawn to these stories, this darkness.
Are we part of the problem? Is that what Phillips is getting at?
Maybe. I mean, it's uncomfortable, right? That's probably why people walked out feeling so messed up. This isn't your typical comic book ending. Everyone cheers, roll credits. It stays with you.
Okay, so, big question time. Was Joker, Folie à Deux, a failure?
Box office, 100%. But as a piece of art, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's too soon to tell. Some movies, they need time to breathe.
Like a fine wine.
Or a dumpster fire, depending on who you ask. Give it a few years, the think pieces will be epic.
I can already see the headlines. But what's interesting is, it's doing what it set out to do, right? We're talking about it, arguing about it.
Exactly. It's divisive. It's making us question things. That's more than you can say for most blockbusters. Phillips took a swing, for better or worse.
So what's the verdict? Deliberate disaster. Misunderstood masterpiece.
Honestly, it's probably both. A $200 million gamble that not everyone's going to love. Joker. Folie à Deux. It's a reminder that some stories, they aren't meant to be easy. They get under your skin, make you think twice, maybe even make you a little afraid of the dark side of entertainment. And that's something else.
Joker. Folie à Deux. A cautionary tale. A descent into madness. Or maybe, just maybe, a reflection of our own hunger for chaos.
Yeah.
We'll let you be the judge. Until next time, keep diving deep.
For more entertainment news, subscribe to The Hollywood Reposter.